Good morning, students. This is your Shanghita ma'am here, and today we will read subject verb agreement. So, what is subject verb agreement? A verb must agree with its subject in number and in person. Means a singular subject requires a singular verb and a plural subject requires a plural verb. So, as I have told you, subject and verb must agree in number, that is, singular subject takes singular verb and plural subject takes plural verb. So, let us discuss this point with few examples. If I say that a dog is a faithful animal, here in the sentence, a dog, it is a singular subject and the verb is. So, according to the sentence, the subject should be singular and the verb will also be singular. So that is why a dog is a faithful animal. After dog you cannot write are, you cannot write am, okay, because dog is singular subject. One dog, I have been mentioning one dog, a dog. So that is why is a faithful animal. Are you cannot write. Okay. Now let me give you another example. I am reading a book. So I am reading a novel. Here I is singular. The subject is I and I is singular. So after I, the verb that we will write am in present tense, and in past tense you can write was, but are you cannot write, where you cannot write. Okay. So we have learned that subject and verb must agree in number. Okay. For example, another example I am giving, the dog barks. The dog barks when he is angry. The dog, it is third person and singular number. After the third person and singular number, we have to write S, we have to give S or ES after the main verb. So here barks, like we say he goes to school every day. You go to school every day. I go to school every day. But he or she goes to school every day. Okay. So similarly, whenever there is third person and singular number, the subject is third person and singular number, then we have to add S or ES after the main verb. So the dog barks when he is angry. Next, the dogs bark. Dogs, it is plural number. So here the subject is plural in number. So that is why you don't have to add any S or ES over here. Okay. Let us look at another example. The dog who is chewing on my jeans is usually very good. So a dog is chewing my jeans. Okay. So the dog who is chewing on my jeans, it is a phrase. Do not look at the phrase. The verb, the subject, the sentence is actually, the dog is very good. The dog is usually very good. Okay. So here the sentence is the dog is usually very good. And it is the phrase. So we will not look at the phrase, we will look at the subject. So the subject over here is dog and it is singular in number. So that is why the verb will also be singular. That means if the subject is plural, plural verb we will write. If the subject is singular, you will write singular verb. Okay? Very simple. We have learned a verb must agree with its subject in number and person. So we have learnt also the dog barks and the dogs bark, because the dog here is singular subject and barks it is singular verb. I have told you the dogs bark, it is plural subject, so the verb will also be plural. Okay. So I have been telling you about the third person and singular number. So what do you mean by third person? So let us first look at first person, second person, then we will go to third person. Okay. What is first person? First person means I, we. Okay. I is singular, we, it is plural. Second person means you or yours. Third person, he, she, they, it. any name, Ram, Sham, Rina, Tina, any name which is singular. Okay, so first person I. After I, read, you will be writing. Do not write reads. I reads, I goes to school. We never say. So that is why I read newspaper every day. We read newspapers every day. Okay, after first person, we do not add s or es. We do not add. Okay, very simple. But in second person also we will not add anything. You read, you reads, we never say. You all reads, that is also we never say. So that is why in second person also there is no need to add s or es. Then where we will write? We will add s or es after the main verb if the subject is third person, singular number and present tense. If these three requirements are there, okay? So in these cases you will give s or es after the main verb. Like he goes to school every day, she reads newspaper every day, they read. But after plural number you will not write, you will not give s or es. Only in third person, singular number, present tense you will write, you will give s or es. You will add s or es after the main verb. Like writes, she writes a letter, she reads, she plays, anything. Okay, so we will write in this way. Understood? But in past tense we will not add. Okay, in plural number we will not add s or es after the main verb. Remember this. So the verb is plural if two or more singular subjects are joined by and. Let me give you another example. Look at this example, student, over here. Rahul and Sachin are playing cricket. So here you can see two singular subjects are there. One is Rahul, another is Sachin. These are two boys. One is Rahul, another is Sachin. These two are playing cricket. So both the singular and singular will join and they will form plural number. Okay, so Rahul and Sachin are playing cricket. So it is singular. Both the singular subjects are joined by and after that the plural verb will follow. Okay. Now come to the next rule. The verb is singular if two singular subjects separated by and refer to the same person or thing. For example, look at the example. My friend and guide happens to be my brother. So here my friend and the guide. So here the singular subject. Why this is a singular subject? Because I am referring to the same person. Only one person I am referring to, which is my brother. So my brother is my friend and my brother is also my guide. So I am referring to my brother only with these two subjects. Okay, so the singular person I am referring over here, my brother, my friend, my guide, everybody, these three subjects are the same person. So that is why singular verb will follow after that. After the main verb, I have over here written s. Happens. Why? Because it is singular in number. My friend and guide happens to be my brother. So it is the same person I am referring to. So that is why it is in present tense, third person, singular number. So that is why s or es will be added after the main verb. Okay. So the sentence is, my friend and guide happens to be my brother. Now please take a look at your grammar book, page number 217, 217. If you open your book, you will see that it is written that if the noun suggests the same idea, the same thing that I have just now described, I have just explained to you, the same thing, it is written over here. The poet and novelist is no more. So poet and novelist, these are singular and these are joined by and, so it will be plural. No. Why it is not plural, students? Because poet and the novelist, I am referring to the single person. The man who is a poet, he is also a novelist. So I am referring to a single person, singular subject. So the verb will also be singular. Okay. Next, bread and butter is a wholesome food. So bread and butter, these are not different. You will not eat bread alone. You never eat butter alone. So bread and butter is a wholesome food, is a complete food. It is referring to the one idea, one food. So that is why is a wholesome food. You cannot write is, write rice and curry, fish and curry is a wholesome food. Okay. My friend and guide has not come. So my friend and guide, my friend who is also my guide, he has not come. Okay. So I am referring to a single person. So that is why is or has over here it is written. Slow and steady wins the race. I hope that you have heard this moral. This is a very famous moral. Slow and steady wins the race. So slow and steady, both the qualities should be there in a single person. So singular subject, the subject is singular in number. So that is why after the main verb I have added s. Wins the race. After the singular subject we have to add s or es with the main verb. So here slow and steady wins the race. Okay, I hope that you have understood this point. Now let us come to the next point, number 8. When the nouns in a subject are thought of as different units, the plural verb is used. For example, salwar and kurta are two pieces of female dress. Here salwar and kurta are the two different pieces of the female dress. So that is why singular subject is salwar and kurta is also singular. This makes it the plural verb. Okay. So equals to plural verb. Plural verb will follow after this. Okay. Come to the next point. Next example. My secretary and his receptionist are on leave today. So both of them are on leave. Who are on leave? My secretary and my receptionist. Here is also singular subject, another singular subject. So that is why plural verb will follow after that. Okay. Are on leave. Next, chapatis and dal are charged separately. So you have gone to a restaurant and you have ordered for chapatis and dal, and these two are being served as different units. So you have to pay different money for them. So that is why these are charged differently. These are two different items of food for which you have to pay money differently. So that is why chapatis and dal, these are served here over here as a different unit. So that is why singular verb, the singular subject, dal is also singular subject. So are plural verb will follow after that. Okay. So now move on to the next point. Verb must agree with the first noun or pronoun when the subject consists of two nouns or pronouns joined by, with, or as well as. Meaning, let me give you an example. My father with his brothers has bought some land for farming. So this is the sentence over here. My father. So who is the actual subject? My father is a subject. With his brothers. So with his brothers is a phrase. Okay. It is the second noun. The first noun is my father. The actual sentence is my father has bought some land for farming. This is the actual sentence. But with his brothers, this is a small phrase that is added over here. Do not look at it. So here, my father has bought some land for farming. So after my father, it is the singular subject. So that is why singular verb will follow. Whenever in the sentences, two nouns will be there. One is first noun, another is second noun. And these two nouns are joined by with or as well as. Then you have to look at the first noun only. Do not look at the second noun. Okay, that means you have to take a look at the first noun, that is my father. The second noun you will not look at. Okay, whenever the sentence will be joined with or as well as. Okay, there you will not look at the second noun, you will look at the first noun, because this first noun, whatever number it is there, this has to be followed. The verb needs to follow the first noun. So my father is a singular subject, so the verb will also be singular verb. Okay, so the answer is, sentence is, my father with his brothers has bought some land for farming. Now let us move on to the next point. The verb is singular when two or more singular subjects are connected by or nor, and two singular subjects are connected by either or neither nor. For example, Samay, Vijay or Navin organizes such events regularly. So here singular subjects. Samay, it is singular, Vijay singular, Navin singular. All these singular subjects are joined by or. So whenever either or, the word or will be there, then singular verb will follow. Okay, organizes. After the main verb you have to add s or es, because it is singular subject. Okay. Now again take a look at your book. Same page number 217. If you open your book, then you will see that number 9. Look at number 9. When two or more subjects in singular verb or subjects are joined by or, nor, either or, neither nor, the verb is put in singular. Just I have said this point to you. So some other examples are also given. No girl or boy was punished. So singular verb will follow. No girl or no boy was punished, because it is joined by or. Next, no nook or corner was left or. So that is why where you cannot write, you have to write was. Either the cat or the dog has spoiled it or. Here is also the same thing. Either the cat or the dog. So the subjects are two different, but these are joined by or. So that is why singular verb will follow. Has spoiled it. You cannot write have. Okay. Next, neither water nor air. Neither water nor air is available on the moon. So neither water and air, these are joined by neither nor. So that is why the verb is over here singular. Okay. Next, same type of example. Neither your father nor your mother seems to be happy. So your father, your mother, joined by neither nor. So that is why singular verb will follow. After seem, s. Okay, because singular, it is singular. The subject is singular in form. That is why singular verb. So that is why seems. Understood? So the answer is, neither your father nor your mother seems to be happy. So now let us move to the next point. If two subjects connected by either or neither nor are different persons, then we have to use the verb that agrees with the subject nearest to it. For example, either you or your brothers are lying. Here you will see that there are two subjects. You and after that brothers. And which subject is nearest to the verb? Obviously brothers is the subject which is nearest to the verb lie. So that is why which verb will follow? Brothers, it is plural in number, nearest. I told you nearest to the verb. So nearest to the verb, here the subject of the number of the subject is plural. It is plural in number. Though it is singular, you is singular number, but brothers, it is plural in number. So that is why plural verb will also follow, because it is the nearest one. Okay. Brothers are lying. Either you or your brothers are lying. If the sentence was in this way, either your brothers or you are lying. Okay. Here you is there, so there will be no problem for you to understand. Okay. So either you or your brothers are lying. Now next, come to the next point. In sentences beginning with here and there, the subject is placed after the verb. For example, here are the notebooks and the pencil. That means wherever you will use here or there, then at that time you have to look at the subject, what you are referring to as subject. So notebooks and pencils, these are all plural in number, so that is why here are the notebooks and the pencils. So I hope students that you have understood whatever I have explained to you today. Hope you have enjoyed it and you have understood it. Okay, thank you students for watching the video.